This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98FM.
Well, a mother of a very sick little boy is looking for your help. I'm joined on the line by Emma McHugh, who's going to tell us a little bit about her son, Matthew. Emma, welcome to 98FM.
Thanks.
Emma, tell me a little bit about your 11-year-old boy, Matthew.
He was diagnosed with MPS 2, Hunter syndrome, and he was 6 months old.
And what is that, and what does that do to a child?
Well, he can't break down the large sugars in the body. Because he can't break them down, they sit all over his body, in the bones, the joints, his spine, his heart, his liver, his spleen, his brain. His mobility is very slow. He's deteriorated the last 2 years. So they develop normally, and then after a few years, then they start to fall behind because of the build-up in the brain. It starts to take over the body. And if you've got help to do all their skills and...
So over the last 11 years, this condition, MPS Hunter's 2 disorder, has progressed and become worse and worse, and the effects on him become worse and worse.
Yeah.
And he is now confined to a wheelchair, is that correct?
He can still walk, he's still mobile at the minute, but he can't walk very far.
Right.
And his joints are stiff, but eventually he will end up in a wheelchair full time. And
I believe the condition is described as terminal, in that this will eventually kill him, will it?
Yeah. They reckon he won't live past his teens. There's not many that do live past their teens.
I can only imagine, Emma, what it is like to have a child that you can do very little for, with a condition that you can't control. It must be heartbreaking to watch him continue to deteriorate.
Yeah. If he could never do it, it would be easier. But the fact that he learned how to do a lot of stuff, and now it's all gone, and it's continued to take over his life.
So in his young life, he learned to do things like walking, for example.
Yeah, he walked, he ran, he cycled a bike, played on the trampoline, he had a few words, he understood some things.
But that's all slowly but surely being taken away from him. Yeah.
It's taken over that much that he's no understanding at all anymore. He's no communication. He can't feed himself. His swallow has deteriorated. He's being peg fed now.
God love him. How does he cope? Like I said, I can only imagine how difficult it is for you as a parent to watch your child deteriorate like that. How does he cope?
Matthew is great. He just gets on with it. Because he's no understanding of anything. And his whole life is just in the hospital. Doctors and nurses. It's the norm for him.
Would he be aware of what's happening to him?
No. Not at all.
Obviously, like you said, he's terminally ill, in that this condition will eventually kill him. God love him. You're looking for help to make his life a little bit easier. What are you looking for help with? It's
to get him a wheelchair accessible car, where we could just push him into the back of the car in the chair, rather than having to put pressure on him and lifting his legs and getting in and out of a car, which is very difficult for him at the minute. Especially with the long evenings coming in now, like his night vision is gone, so he can't see anything in the night, in the dark. So we're getting into the car, he can't even find the steps to put into the car.
So having a wheelchair accessible car, where one with a big back where you can literally wheel him into it, will make a major difference to his life. Major.
Take an awful lot of pressure off him, and he won't feel as sore.
How can people help? There's a big fundraising event being held later this month.
Yeah, on the 24th of October in the Regency Hotel. The fancy dress do.
And obviously you want people to buy. Tickets aren't even that expensive. A tenner is all the tickets are.
Tenner, yeah.
So that's how people can help. How else can they help you to? Because we're looking at about 18 grand is what you need to raise in order to get this car, which will make Matthew's life so much easier.
Yeah. And we've set up a GoFundMe page for him as well. The details are on his Facebook page, Matthew McHugh. Okay, so Matthew McHugh on Facebook. Find that page and then you'll find a link to the GoFundMe page. Or if you want, go along on the night. You're hoping for a large turnout on the night to get you close to your 18,000 target. Yeah. How's the fundraising going so far? I'm surprised at the amount of people that want to help. They have been really good buying the tickets and getting onto the GoFundMe page. I just can't believe how much people are willing to help us.
Well, that's lovely to hear. 18,000 isn't a huge amount of money. It should be hopefully easily achieved. Yeah. And like you said, just a simple thing like a car will make his life so much easier that you can wheel him into the car and back out of the car again. Yeah. So once again, if you want to help, if you can help, search on Facebook for Matthew McHugh, and then you'll find a link to the GoFundMe page, or join them on the night for the. It's a fancy dress night in the Regency. It's on the 21st of October, and tickets are only a tenner. So it'd be a good way to spend a night. I wish you well. In fact, somebody just texted in a second ago. My heart breaks for that lady, as my daughter was sick for years, and due to chemo, her lungs hardened and she passed away. So I know a bit of her pain. Like I said, it's not the way it's meant to be that your kids go before you. And sadly, you've to watch your child continue to deteriorate over the next number of years. They obviously haven't been able to give any sort of a timescale as to...
No, his condition is so weird that even the specialists here don't know an awful lot about it. And Matthew was one of the youngest to be diagnosed in Ireland. He was the third. He was only the third child in Ireland to be diagnosed as well. So they don't know an awful lot about it. So they've kind of been working off Matthew to inform other parents.
God love him.
So there's no time limit that they can give me. They just reckon he has deteriorated so quick, which has shocked the specialists as well. That they said they reckon he really definitely won't make it past the 10th.
All right, 18 grand is all they need to raise to get a car, a wheelchair accessible car, so that it will make it much easier to get Matthew around from A to B. So if you can help in any way, find Matthew McHugh on Facebook, donate a couple of bob if you have a few bob to the GoFundMe page, and let's hope that you manage to raise that 18 grand. Emma, I wish you well, and I hope you achieve your goal of making that money.
Thanks very much, Adrian.
Thanks very much. All right, lovely to talk to you, Emma. Thanks very much indeed. Such a sad story. Like I said, none of us want to ever have to bury our children before us. But if that 18 grand can help to get a car that will be able to get them around, then it's not a bad thing.
The voice of the city.
98 FM's Dublin Talks.
With Adrian Kennedy.
We're live every morning from 10 on 98 FM.